Everything explained in this video is summarized from the CoinMarketCap. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future XRP news and some other cryptocurrency news in general. Now, take a look at this. Attorney Jeremy Hogan says SEC appeal of XRP victory is a chicken move. Here's why. Before we move further, there is a new crypto airdrop now taking place on Telegram, which is about to launch anytime soon. Please make sure you participate in this airdrop. The link is in the description of the video. Don't miss out on this. Now, let's continue with our video. One of the most prominent figures in the cryptocurrency legal community, Attorney Jeremy Hogan, has voiced his disapproval of the decision made by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission SEC to appeal a portion of its recent loss against Ripple. Recently, the Securities and Exchange Commission submitted Form C for its appeal against Ripple. Hogan's criticism was direct, and he referred to the SEC's approach as a chicken choice. In his explanation, he explains that the SEC's appeal is solely directed at certain rulings, especially Ripple's programmatic sales of XRP on exchanges and its usage of the coin for payments, a victory that Ripple has already gained. The agency did not appeal the finding that XRP itself is not a security. This is an important factor to consider. According to Hogan, the technique employed by the SEC presents an opportunity to increase one's wealth while accomplishing very little. It is the fact that the Securities and Exchange Commission could have presented its case against Ripple's leaders, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen, in front of a jury rather than attempting to resuscitate those charges at this time that is the source of his irritation. In the beginning, the Securities and Exchange Commission filed a lawsuit against Garlinghouse and Larsen for aiding and abetting unregistered securities transactions. However, in late 2023, the SEC dismissed all charges against the executives, which was yet another significant success for Ripple. A full trial in front of the public, which Hogan referred to as a chicken move, was avoided by bringing back the charges, which he compared to a retreat. Hogan suggested that this was done to avoid the situation. Furthermore, Hogan explained de novo, highlighting the fact that the appeal court will examine the legal concerns without deferring to the decision made by the lower court before it. This indicates that the Securities and Exchange Commission is disputing the interpretation of statutes rather than the findings of factual investigations. This appeal by the SEC has wider-reaching repercussions, and Hogan has warned that it may have unintended. A victory for the Securities and Exchange Commission could result in financial fines for Ripple. However, Hogan contended that this would not protect investors, which is the fundamental goal of the SEC. A cross-appeal by Ripple might also limit the jurisdiction of the Securities and Exchange Commission to impose the security label on cryptocurrencies. In addition to Hogan, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, expressed his dissatisfaction by noting that the actions of the SEC are causing more adverse effects than positive ones. Garlinghouse believes that the agency ought to have abandoned the case after it was first unsuccessful in its pursuit of the case. Despite this, the business is determined to battle the SEC. And if they are successful in their appeal, it would further reinforce XRP's position as a pioneer in the regulation of cryptocurrencies in the United States. A lawyer named Fred Rispoli has publicly expressed his disapproval of Ripple's chief executive officer Brad Garlinghouse and executive chairman Chris Larsen for agreeing to settle a portion of the SEC's accusations rather than battling all of them in court. Rispoli asserts that they failed to take advantage of a significant opportunity to adequately defend themselves, particularly in response to the allegations of aiding and abetting. According to him, Ripple had a compelling argument, and he feels that if they had taken the matter to trial, it would have been to their advantage because the SEC did not appear to have sufficient evidence. Was there a good chance that was lost here? Find out if Rispoli is correct. Will we? What the results of a trial might have shown. Rispoli also brought up the fact that if the case had been brought to trial, vital witnesses such as Jay Clayton, who had previously served as chairman of the SEC, could have testified. A significant amount of information regarding the SEC's perspective on cryptocurrencies such as XRP may have been gleaned from this. Ripple's defense may have been bolstered by these testimonies and also provided other cryptocurrency companies with vital information could use in future legal dispute. Countermeasures adopted by Ripple. By pursuing a cross-appeal, Ripple is challenging certain aspects of the 2023 court order even though the settlement was reached. Even though the judge determined that sales of XRP to ordinary investors did not constitute securities, the Securities and Exchange Commission is still attempting to fight other aspects of the order. particularly those that pertain to sales to institutions. Stuart Alderati, the chief legal officer for Ripple, is optimistic that they will triumph, stating that their case is much more compelling now. This not only provides XRP with a strong position in the market, free from any immediate regulatory risks, but it also maintains investors' optimism for the cryptocurrency's development. Have the SEC's deadlines been missed again? There has been significant discussion regarding whether or not the Securities and Exchange Commission, submitted its appeal within the allotted period. The Securities and Exchange Commission maintains that it has met the deadline, even though some observers have observed that the agency filed its brief one day late. It is important to note that the appeal filed by the SEC does not contest the conclusion that XRP is not a security when it is sold to retail investors. This means that there is no change to the portion of the order that was upheld. On Friday, the price of XRP was hovering at 55 cents, indicating a slight increase of less than 1%. The CC's appeal, which does not call into doubt XRP's status as a non-security, was confirmed in the verdict that was handed down in July 2023. Traders are reacting to this appeal. Regarding XRP, this legal clarity is a positive indication, and there is hope that it may lead to the approval of an XRP exchange-traded fund if in the United States. It has been suggested by technical analysis that XRP might increase by 10, with a target price of 60 cents. As the SEC's appeal on programmatic sales continues to weigh on the market, XRP continues to trade below 55 cents. Ripple's programmatic sales of XRP were cleared by the judgment in July, according to the appeal, which disputes that ruling. Ripple emphasizes that the topic of whether or not XRP is qualified as a security has been definitively resolved. Even though the United States Securities and Exchange Commission is appealing a court order over Ripple's programmatic sales, XRP continues to be under criticism. The closing price of XRP on October 18 was 54 cents, representing a tiny gain up for the day. However, it is still falling below the major resistance mark, which is 55 cents. This comes alongside the filing of documents by the Securities and Exchange Commission contesting the decision made by Judge Annalisa Torres in July 2023. The decision said that Ripple's programmatic sales did not satisfy the parameters of the Howey test. Market speculation was sparked as a result of this legal action taken by the SEC, and the outcome of the appeal might potentially affect the future of XRP. The price of XRP is struggling amidst the legal battle. The price of XR could experience a big increase, similar to what it experienced in July if the court decides to sustain the previous verdict. While everything was going on, Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderati, highlighted that the topic of whether or not XRP is a security has been fundamentally resolved. The information that has been provided is not intended to be trading advice. There is no responsibility for any investments that are made based on the information that is provided on this page.